So today is 12th of May 2018. So this is the second video of the day, and this is also the second video log for the month of May 2018. So Nick Bostrom said that artificial intelligence is applied philosophy, and yes, I definitely agree with his definition, because philosophy is about answering some very tough questions about life and the universe and our very existence. And creating an artificial intelligence is also about answering those questions, because if you want to create a there are two types of AI, Noam Chomsky said. One is creating AI for for industrial purposes or for economic purposes, like machine learning things, for like the things in YouTube. If you click a video, then you are shown more videos of that type, or for checking spam, or for playing chess. Those are different kinds of AI. Or for creating AI that works in big factories. Those are one kind of AI. They are superior to humans, no doubt. They can do things that faster and more efficiently than humans. So definitely they are better than humans. Those AIs are better than humans. But these are one type of AI. The other types of AI that Noam Chomsky said the other purpose of creating AI was to understand consciousness and the nature of intelligence and everything. What makes us what we are. And that is much more of a philosophical question, because when we are aiming to create this kind of machines, it is not for some business purpose or for profit purpose. That once you create those machines, you will monetize those things and get a lot of profit. Of course, once you create that kind of AI, it will definitely help you make a lot of profit, and it can also help you control the world if you are in charge of such kind of AI. But more importantly, it is about understanding the nature of consciousness. What the hell? What is consciousness? And what is life? Means I'm not much different from this book. It also consists of atoms and quarks and all those fundamental particles, or strings, and or whatever you want to call those things. This book, this table, this phone, this microphone, me, we are all made of this fundamental particle. But what gives me consciousness that this table or this phone or this microphone doesn't have? See, this is applied. That is what I mean when I say applied philosophy. That is what I mean when I say AI is applied philosophy. Because you can only I believe that you can only create a conscious artificial life form when you understand what life or consciousness is. It is one thing calculating fast or doing things much more efficiently, and it is another thing to look up at the sky and ask the question, why am I alive? What is all of those things? What am I doing here? See, I'm 22 years old. That means I have been alive for 22 years, and I have no idea what am I supposed to do. Not just from career perspective, but okay, suppose I become a billionaire. or become the most famous person ever. But why am I alive? That's why am I here? I could. What's the purpose? Why do I even exist? This infinitely big universe, and there is one planet, and here I am, alive here for 22 years. Why? Maybe the human brain is not uh, the human brain is not developed enough, or it is not capable enough to answer this kind of questions. So one of the reasons why I'm interested in AI is to create such an AI that is conscious and that can finally answer this question. As long as I'm alive, I will definitely do whatever I can to find this answer. And if I can't, and if I think that my brain is not capable enough to find these answers, then at least I can help, or at least see that some AI is developed that is conscious enough and can finally answer this kind of questions. Not just, for me, AI, building AI is not just about being more efficient or being AI is not just about self-driving cars and showing better advertisements. Those are I don't know whether they're good or bad. Depends upon what you think about what life is, or what your aim in life is. Is it all about profit maximization, which means you can buy new things, new cars and all of those things, and then if you want, if that is what you think what life what life is, then yes, those kind of algorithms, those AI can definitely help you achieve those things. But for me, life is not that. I'm not saying that I do not like those things. I definitely like those things, but for me, life is not just limited to only those things. It is much more than that, and that is what I am aiming to do. So yes, for me, technology and science is the key to answer some philosophical questions, not just to create some not to create some industrial robots, industrial AI that will put more people out of jobs. So talking about jobs, yes, that's a very interesting topic. Some people are talking that once all those AIs are in charge, all people will be out of job. Then what will they do? They'll be useless. So what does useless means? Are you supposed to live the rest of your life? What is the purpose of life? Is it to just go 18 or 22 years in school, and at the end of that you get a job for 40 years, then get old and retire and die? Or is it something else? So finally, if AIs are doing all the jobs, then finally we are free from mandatory work that we do not like, and doing those kind of work for 40-50 years just because we have to do those work even though we do not like. Because why? So that we earn money to eat food and live. What has all of those industrialization has done to us? People living in forests are much happier. They do not have to do some useless things, so that our ancestors who lived in forest, they did not have to go for some boring jobs or stay at something, do something, getting bored to death just because just because to get a salary so that they can buy food to live, and to buy some things so that they are on level with the societies, because everybody in their surroundings are buying those things. They also have to buy those things, and they have to fit into the society. You know what, living in the forest is much more simple. Just directly go hunt for food, directly get the food. Don't have to go for any tiresome job, and just you can directly get whatever you want, and you have the peace of mind out there. So that's all I have to say. And talking about technology, and I see technology is really very important. See, it's 9 p.m. in the, I think so it's more than it is around 9 p.m. 8:30, nearly 8:30 p.m. So without electricity, or without all of those things, I not without all of this technology, I would not have been able to record these videos or even to read something at 8:30 p.m. And it is summer season. I have a fan, so I'm having a pretty good life with the help of technology. But commercialization of technology is consumerism thing is ruining the use of technology. People are just creating some devices or some softwares which is not actually required for life, but they will create software, they will advertise it in a way that they will show that you need to have this or this thing, this device, or and this equipment, anything. If you do not have that device, if you do not have that thing, your life is not worth living. They will create an advertisement in such a way, and you buy those things which you do not even need. And this is what I do not like. Of course, technology is really making our life better, but not every technology is like making our life better. You have to choose. Just because just because we are commercializing technology, so for the sake of profit making, you'll just make anything and then advertise and market and brainwash people into buying those things. This is what it is not good. And that is why we are not having, that is why people are not having a fulfilled life. See, the things that we take for granted today, that kind of technology, 300 400 years ago, people would be mad, people would be shocked to see such kind of technology, see this kind of smartphone. People will be shocked 300 4 years if you show them those things, if I time travel and show them those things. But the question is, most of the people have a smartphone, but how good is your life? I think so definitely you have a smartphone. How good is your life from as compared to an average person 300 or 400 years ago, in terms of your mental peace or your everyday life? You still have anxiety, you still have issues with the people surrounding you, you still have things going on in your head. It is not like, oh, my life is great, I do not have any problem in my life, everything is fine, I'm living in heaven. No, you still, if you compare yourself with a person 300 400 years ago and today, most you have the same problems surrounding relationships with your friends, family, with your life, with your career. So why is technology not helping you? We have much more advanced things as compared to those people 400 years ago. As much as technology helps our life, improves our life, at the end of the day, it is all about their mindset. It is all about living, understanding what life is, and deep self introspection. That is the only thing that can give you satisfaction and happiness. More importantly, satisfaction, because happiness, you cannot be happy 100% for the rest for your life. You'll have to go through tough times, and it is tough times that make the happy moments much more meaningful. But and to be satisfied and to be content when you are here, when you're happy, or whether you are having a bad moment, bad time. That kind of mentality can only come through self-work and through being alone and self-analyzing your life and asking some deep questions about yourself. Some real work has to be done. You know what? Not every problem can be solved through a technology, through any device or any app or any software or anything. There are some things that you have to do on your own. Otherwise, there's no other solution. So I think so that's it for this video, and I hope I will talk, and then I'm definitely going to talk about all of those things in and more in other videos. So that's it.